sometimes when government regulates an industry, what they're really doing is telling the industry how much they are allowed to pollute before fines kick in. They're also telling them the cost of said fine so that the companies can budget for said fine should they decide to completely ignore the spirit of the rule and just pollute anyway. When you regulate it, you allow it. That's a problem. People often think that regulation is stifling business, but when the business interests control the government that's meant to regulate them, then what you have there is a sanctification process, a justification process, wherein the people who should be watchdogging are in fact enabling. And this is the same throughout our government, is that businesses that are big enough purchase the politicians that will be friendly towards their aims, if for no other reason than because they gave them gobs of money. In this beautiful land of ours, we refer to that as lobbying rather than bribery. Don't tell me why, I don't know. It's a stupid linguistic game. But apparently a lot of people are fooled by stupid linguistic games these days. All you have to do is change what something is called, and then people don't think of it the same thing, or the same way as they would if it were called the other thing. I wish people would wake up to the fact that language is important, and that even though language is important, you can use deceptive language and impact people's thinking on things. I don't know why people haven't figured out how propaganda works, how advertising works, how the force and violence of the state work. I don't get it. Why are people so ostrich-like, I will say. I think people are smart enough to figure this out. I think anyone looking at it for, half an hour or longer with their critical mind engaged can see that we're living in a total grift system, that rent-seeking has been perfected, and we call it government. And the reason I say it's perfected is because they managed to make it so you can't opt out of hardly anything anymore. If you do manage to opt out, your opt-out includes ejection from civilized society in many ways, for whatever civilized means. But I think we need to look at these things harder with critical minds, and I think people are up for it. But everyone here has been lied to all their lives and are used to swallowing lies and are used to saying yes sir, yes ma'am, when they should be saying screw you. And I'm not sure what we do about that, because everyone's scared to death of losing their living because the oligarchs own all the property, and should you lose your income for a month, you'll lose your housing as well. So we've got big problems. The biggest one is people don't want to look at things squarely and see them as they are. And I wish that we would do that.